So I grew up in Northwest Omaha, and if you know anything about Omaha, you know that it has grown exponentially over the last couple of years. My elementary school, back behind our play set, used to be a cornfield, and now it's a Lowe's. But I spent a lot of time on my grandparents' farm, and that is where my love of agriculture came from. I remember in high school, I brought some friends out to the farm, and they were just shocked that, oh my gosh, this is out here, and we're not even really that far from Omaha. So when I was in college, I went to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. If you tell somebody in the ag college that you were from Omaha, they would look at you funny and think, well, what the heck are you doing here? So I fibbed a little and told them I was from Kinnard, which is where my grandparents' farm is. Moving back to the small town was the right decision for us because we love the community aspect. My husband and I farm in Nuckolls County in southeast Nebraska, where we raise corn and soybeans. We try to attend the local community events. My husband sits on the fair board. I'm on the extension board. I also volunteer for Common Ground Nebraska. And so we try to make sure that we are supporting our small town, because if we're not supporting our small town, then who is? You know, coming from a really large city and moving to a really small town is a change. You just have to really make the effort to get out there and be a part of your community. A lesson I have learned in agriculture, on farm, off farm, is to go with the flow. If you know me, you know that I don't really go with the flow, and I like to have a plan and I like to know what's going to happen. But with farming, you do not know what's going to happen. You might have a lot of grand plans for your day. You think you're going to go out and get that field planted, and you get in the tractor and something's broken. And then you have to run to town, but town doesn't have the part. So then you have to drive to another town to find that part. And then by the time you get back, you've lost half your day. The public, a lot of them are now a couple generations removed from the farm. They might have grandparents or great-grandparents that farmed, but they haven't spent any time on a farm personally. I think it can be hard for them to really understand the long hours and the hard work that farmers put in to raise the food that ends up on their table. We're up before sunrise, we're going to bed long after the sun has gone to bed, and we don't always get to spend a lot of time with our families. We sacrifice a lot to do what we do, but we love it. Trying to find balance as a farmer and a mom can be really hard, but I think the one thing that really helps us is my kids love the farm. And so after work, we'll go get the kids from daycare, load them up, go to the field, find the tractor, find the semi-truck. Whatever we are working on, we want them to be involved with too. Of course, while still being safe. But our kids love being outside, they love participating, and we want to show them what a great life it can be. You know, 30 years from now, I can't even picture what will change in farming, but I know one thing's going to stay the same. The world's going to still need farmers, and I hope that my girls have the opportunity to come back and farm. We want to make sure that we're leaving a legacy that we can be proud of, that they can take over if they want to. And if they don't want to, that's okay too. With our farming, we've tried a lot of different things. We are mostly dry land, but we have had some irrigated fields in the past. And when we first started farming that field, it was in pretty rough shape. And so we used a program through the USDA, the EQIP program, to utilize cover crops to help rebuild that soil, keep that soil together and prevent runoff. So when we have those massive rainstorms come through, it helps prevent the soil from washing away on that field. I love thinking about how we are protecting this soil for years to come, so that in 30 years, this soil is still in great shape and is still able to be farmed, so that when my daughters make the decision to come home, they have something that they can use too. I want my girls to know that they can be anything they want to be, including a Nebraska corn farmer. I'm a Nebraska corn farmer, and there is nothing else I'd rather be.